Right, this is the biggest update yet on my Porsche 911 997.1, and some of you might think I've completely lost the plot. Because yes, the engine is coming out again. Before we get into the details, if you love proper sports cars, honest ownership stories, real world Porsche content, make sure you hit that subscribe button now and give the video a like. It generally helps the channel and keeps this content coming. Thank you in advance. Here is what's happening now. I had a really good conversation with Ben at Dave Griffith Racing, my go-to independent Porsche specialist. Ben used to work on Porsche race cars, so when it comes to understanding these cars properly, they don't come much better. He's looked after my 997.1 since I bought it, following the supply and garage specialist completing their initial work after my collection. So the car is now in very safe hands. The car has just ticked over the end of last year 103,000 miles and completed its latest MOT at the end of last year with no advisories just before I put it away for the winter. There's a detailed history file with plenty of documented work over the years, but there is absolutely nothing showing a clutch replacement. And as most people know, these typically last around about 80,000 miles on manual cars. So rather than wait for it to fail, especially with European road trips planned this summer, I've decided to go down the preventative maintenance route. The clutch is being replaced, full stop, as needed. And while we're in there, it makes sense to do everything properly. That means new dual mass flywheel, new slave cylinder, clutch plate, and the rear main seal. It's one of those jobs where you don't cut corners. Once it's done, I can enjoy the car properly, driving it hard, covering miles across Europe, without the little voice in the back of my mind wondering whether the clutch is about to give up on me for somewhere I don't want it to happen. Now, here's the slight frustrating part. Last year, when the engine was already out for the other required work that was highlighted following my purchase, I specifically asked the supplying garage to have their specialist, as part of the work, replace the brake pipes at my cost, and they agreed. They requested it, but when the specialist completed the job, it turns out they didn't replace them. They patched them. I have no idea what planet they must be on to go down that route, especially when I was paying and agreed to have new, which is incredibly annoying because replacing them properly is an engine out job, and the engine was already out. Anyways, that's water under the bridge now, and I need to move forward. So I've made the decision to do it properly this time. The engine will be dropped again and full new set of brake pipes will be fitted. For me, this isn't about what it costs, it's about the enjoyment I get from owning and driving this car. I want it right, I want it safe, and I want to be able to use it properly. While it's in with Ben, it will also have an annual oil service. Yes, technically it's every 2 years, but for me, fresh oil every 6,000 miles every year. It's cheap insurance and it keeps everything feeling right. At the front of the car, I'm also having those mesh protection grills installed in front of the radiators. Anyone who owns one of these knows how vulnerable they are from stone damage and debris. It's a simple upgrade that protects expensive components. Now let's talk about the fun bits that I'm also going to have done. A short shifter is going in. Do I need it? Probably not. The standard shift is already great, but from what I'm told, it tightens up everything and makes the driving experience even sharper. And if there's one thing this car is about, it's the driver engagement. And then something I'm really excited about, a 917 inspired wooden gear knob. I already have it. It's properly tactile. It just adds a little touch of heritage and motorsport inspiration inside the cabin. These are small details that make ownership, for me, special. Finally, the brake calipers are being refurbished, resprayed. Mechanically they're fine, but cosmetically they're starting to show the age. The car's 22 years old. This will freshen everything up and just lift the overall look of the car. I'm not changing the colour of them, they're going to be black again. I'm not trying to make it look like anything it's not. All this work is booked in for the end of March. The goal is simple: have the car absolutely spot on for the spring, summer, road trips, European miles, and proper enjoyable driving. Some people say it's a lot to spend on a 103,000 mile 997.1, especially when you add up the year-on-year costs. Why not buy just something a bit newer? Yes, I could get a GT3 Touring, but that's not what I want. I had a Mercedes-AMG GTS, the one that was an F1 pace car, and yes, that's a fabulous car and enormous fun, but not giving me the enjoyment that I get from driving my 22-year-old 911 997. In a world of digital functions, digital dashboards, electronic safety features, complete with electric enhanced performance, for me, nothing beats analogue naturally aspirated manual sports car. This is a car that means to be driven, maintained properly, improved carefully, enjoyed fully. And once this work is done, I generally think it's going to feel better than ever. Well, it will for me. Let me know in the comments what you think. Sensible preventative maintenance, or have I gone too far? Should I be doing other stuff as well? What do you think? Is there anything you'd recommend? And if you're not already subscribed, now is the time to do it, because this summer, this 997.1 is going to be used exactly how Porsche intended. Until the next video, JP out.